Switched up on me. Now you wanna say what's up to me. Okay, so now you wanna make love to me.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Mills. I'm back at it. So today I have a good topic for us to talk about. I've gotten a lot of DMs this week about it, and a lot on Snapchat and Instagram, and I kind of really wanted to discuss it because I feel like there's no right answer about it. But a lot of people have asked me, how do you come out to family members or friends and things like that. So I just kind of wanted to give like my story, and maybe like me bringing other people on and talking about their stories, maybe it'll help you with yours. So that's kind of where I'm going at it with today's episode. I kind of want everybody to share their story, and I'm going to share mine as well, parts of it, because it's a very, very long story, but I'm going to share parts of mine, and maybe somebody out there can relate. Everybody has different coming out stories, and I have not told mine yet, so this is gonna be a step of me actually like putting my life out there somewhat. But I came out when I was just entering high school, so I was 14, 15. My parents did not know. I didn't tell them anything. They could only tell that I changed, like the way that I started dressing. It was more masculine, but during the time all I could really wear was I just wore a lot of sweatpants. I was on the basketball team, so I wore just like the tracksuit for basketball games and things like that, so they couldn't really tell. But with me, I was a real troublemaker, so I always got in trouble. I was getting bad grades at the time, so my parents were firm on disciplining, so of course I got my phone taken, and I remember it was a red Samsung, one of the red one that slides up, kind of like the little, what is it, Sidekick or whatever. It's kind of like that. It just didn't go around, it just slid straight up. But so they took that, and I guess they went through my phone and saw I was texting some girl, which was the first girl that I had ever talked to, the first woman I've ever talked to, period, been with, whatever. But she did not live here. She actually lived in South Carolina. But they came in there. They were so mad. Like, they came in there, threw my phone in my bed, and were just like, who is this? And you know what I did? I just lied and said that it wasn't a girl, it was a guy, and that they didn't know who it was, and I just put the name in there so that they weren't just being nosy. And I was just trying to lie out my ass. Like, I was lying so much, but I had to do what I had to do. I wasn't ready to come out and tell them yet. I was kind of on the edge of, my thing was, I was on the edge because I didn't really know. I was trying to learn myself. I didn't know what I liked or whom I liked. I knew I liked women more than men because I could not see myself being with a man. Like, I just could not. I tried it, and I couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. But once I got my first actual girlfriend, like, everything changed. It just changed. Like, my heart had butterflies in it. I was scared to do things though, because I kind of just didn't, I don't know. I wasn't sure still. I was still on the edge, and it was because of my parents. Like, they kind of made me feel as if I couldn't be that way because it's just not right. I had religious parents, so I dealt with the going to church and trying to cast the gayness out of me, all of that. There's this one story, like, most people do not know about this story, but I'm going to tell y'all. But my mom actually just, she prayed over my room and did all this other stuff. And then she actually grabbed, like, actual holy water from the church and just started throwing it around my room. Like, I don't even know what she was saying. I think she was trying to cast the demons out or something. I don't know. But it's just like, it was just different stories in between that. My parents didn't officially, like, accept me until they actually got a divorce and separated, and they each had a conversation with me, and that's when things got a lot better. But by that time I was like 18, 19, I want to say. So I was going through that since freshman year. They didn't like any of the women I brought. around in high school. They couldn't stand to see me with any of them at my basketball games. They hated it. They hated it so much. But you know what? Like, if I didn't go through that, I probably wouldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't be as strong as I am now. Because now when people judge me at work, or people judge me in the store, or, you know, just treat me differently, period, it doesn't bother me. And I guess because of when someone so close to you can't accept you, or can't love you the way that you want them to love you for you, and that's when it's just like nothing can really touch you like that. Like, nothing can really affect you the way that they've affected you, because that's someone that you love and you care about. So when a stranger comes around and does it, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. But, you know, that's really my coming out story. Well, the short version, because the long version, y'all don't want to hear the stories that I've been through with women, because it has not been good. My parents have not liked a lot of the women I've dated, but hey, it's okay, to each his own. But I want to get you guys' actual stories. So I'm about to call at least 3 people. Hopefully this time they pick up, because we know the past episodes people haven't picked up. But I actually want to call them and let them tell some of their stories. And under the description, under this video, I want you guys to actually reach out to me and say, I don't even care if it's a long paragraph, just talk about your coming out story. You know, it might help somebody else in the comments, you know. Or if you do need help, like, I want you guys to actually leave stuff under this video below, because you never know, it could be somebody who lives near you. Some people might want to make friends, you know, and they've had trouble with that, making friends who are like them. So you never know what could happen inside the comments. So why not? Because I know my thing was, in high school, a lot of people just, I don't know, I didn't bond with them the way I thought I would. Not with, and in high school then, you know how it was, like, other gay people didn't like the other gay people. It was always a feud. It's funny, but you grow up and you look back on that stuff and it's just like so petty. But we're gonna get into these callers, and I'm about to call some of these people. If y'all have any more like questions or whatever, I know you guys been DMing me and Snapchatting me and stuff, so for y'all who do follow me, if you have any more questions, or you just want to talk, you just feel down and you just want to talk, like, I'm here. I know how it feels, because there's been plenty of times when I've been down and I felt like I have had nobody to talk to. So I'm gonna definitely be here for those who felt like how I've felt, because I've been there, so I know. So I'm here. But let's get into these callers and let's hear some other people's stories. You never know, it might be who you relate to. So you know you gotta do that *67.
You have reached the voicemail box of the...
Alright, that person didn't answer. So I'm about to FaceTime this person real quick. Hey, what's good? What's good? What's your name?
Samaya, but you can call me Maya.
Maya? Okay, got you. So we live right now. So what questions you have, or what did you want to discuss? We talking about like coming out stories today.
Okay. Well, my question is, when you told your parents, how did they take it?
See, mine, I didn't really have a choice. I didn't want to tell them, but they went snooping, so I kind of had to eventually. But like the first time, I lied about it and like I just tried to sweep it under like the bus and stuff. But eventually, like, I had to actually sit down and look them in their eyes and actually tell them that I was gay and shit. So it wasn't easy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just dead silence in the room.
Did you have any like enemies at school about you being?
You said what? It's poor connection, so it went out.
I said, do you like did anybody mess with you at school because of the way you are?
No, nobody messed with me at school. It was more so like studs didn't like other studs at my school for some reason. So it kind of was just like they would walk by you and kind of mean mug you. But other than that, it wasn't like nobody picking on me or anything like that.
That's a good thing.
How old are you?
I'm about to be 14.
Oh, dang. So I need to watch my language and stuff on here.
It's okay.
So have you came out or are you like in the process of coming out?
Process.
A process. It's not going to be easy, but you know, it's some parents accept it, some parents don't. Like now I'm starting to see like a lot more parents are accepting it, but it just depends. Everybody's story is different. You know, everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna be straight. I mean, if you don't have to tell them like straight up and look them in the face like I did, then I think you're gonna be good.
They made you look them straight in the face?
Yeah, we were all in a room and like they wanted to hear me actually say it because I just kept denying it and I kind of just tried to avoid it as much as possible, but I just got tired of hiding everything. And I just wanted to get it off my chest, so they kept asking questions, and I just finally just looked them in the eyes and said, I'm gay, and I had to leave it at that. And they had to swallow that pill, and I mean, it wasn't easy at first. It took a while, but when I was like a freshman in high school.
See, I'm kind of scared to tell my parents, so. Well, my mom, not my parents. Yeah.
Have you like hinted towards it, or like do they at least probably think they know something, or nothing at all?
They know about my sister though. Mom knows about my sister though, but she don't know about me.
So if your sister already came out, it might not be as bad for you. Maybe. I mean, I can't speak on it too much because I don't know the entire situation, but it might not be too bad because you're not going to be the first.
Yeah, but I don't think, because at first when my sister told my mom, she didn't really believe her. Like, she just started to shut her out, and she didn't act the same when my sister told her, so.
And, like, see, when you said that, it reminded me of what this lady told me. She said, like, you know, parents have it already in their mind that you're going to go with a guy, marry them, they're going to get grandchildren. You know, they already in their mind for so many years since, like, we've actually been born. They already have it in their head how they want our lives to be. So when we come and tell them that, they have to rethink and reevaluate that entire life and put other things into perspective. So that's why it takes some parents a long time to come around. And that's where I understood why it took my parents to come around so long. It's just like they kind of have to think of everything differently instead of the fairy tale.
It took them a while to come. True. It took them a while to come along, you said?
Yeah, like since my freshman year until I want to say my senior year, it got better because I was, you know, going off to college and stuff, but it took a while. But, you know, my parents are very religious and everything, so I think that's another part that played big with my situation.
Well, it feels good to have somebody to talk to about this, especially you, because, like, you actually have no problem about telling people who you are, so.
Yeah, like, and I found that out, like, because I'm a real, like, secretive person. I don't really I try not to tell too much about myself, but situations like these, I know everybody else kind of needs a lending hand. Like, I didn't have that when I was coming out, I kind of just had to figure it all out on my own. But if I had somebody like who could help tell me their situation or, you know, things like that, I think it would have been a lot easier. The only thing I had was MTV, and I don't think that was very realistic. So.
Well, it was realistic for some people because my sister, she actually started having me watch it.
Yeah, they used to have this little program on there called It Gets Better. And that's what really, really actually kind of like made me realize I could get through it. And like, you know, I just got to keep my head up. And eventually it did get better. It does get better. Like, it really does.
Thank you. I feel way much better right now talking about this.
It's good. It's good. I'm probably gonna do another segment on this because I feel like because I get a lot of DMs about it, but I kind of don't know what to tell people because, you know, sometimes when you text people, it can get misinterpreted, and, you know, it's always better to actually talk to people. But yeah, it was good talking to you though, and I hope your situation gets better and everything. But go ahead and shout all your social media out.
Oh, well, for Snapchat, my name is Zoomy with 4 Y's at the end, ZOOMYYYY. And you can add me on Instagram, S_your_fave_dancer.
Okay, gotcha. I'll tag it all on the video when I upload it tonight.
Okay.
Alright. It was good talking to you.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Alright, that was our first caller. That was a good conversation. Thank you for calling in and allowing me to elaborate a little bit more on my story. I'm gonna call somebody else as well. And we're gonna chop it up.
I didn't even get a chance to get myself together.
My bad, you good. I'm on live right now, and I just got off with the other caller. That's why I called you so quick. But what's your name?
Sabrina.
Sabrina?
Mhm.
How old are you, Sabrina? If you don't mind me asking.
20.
20? Oh, you same age as me then.
Oh, we babies out here.
But on live today, we talking about like coming out stories. Earlier I told mine. And I just got off the phone with one caller, and I mean, she didn't really talk about her situation because she in the process of coming out. But I kind of just helped her.
Struggle.
Yeah, she was just turning 14 actually. Like
she is a baby.
I know, and that's the time that I came out. So I mean, for me to like, I wish I could like just call somebody and like talk about the situation. It probably would have been a lot easier for me.
Man, what? I just came out last summer.
So you came out when you was 19?
Mhm.
How was it?
What you say?
I said, how was it?
Oof, I got kicked out.
Damn. See, that's the type of shit I don't like hearing.
Yep, I got kicked out. I had to deal with tears and like a lot of arguing. And then like a couple days later, she let me gay stuff in her house. She don't got to see no girls I'm dealing with. None of that. And I can't tell nobody in my family.
Damn. That's fucked up. And I'll be thinking my story be bad, but, you know. Well, I mean, I almost got put in, like, military school and stuff, but...
She tried it with me. I was like, I ain't going.
I feel like every parent tries to do that. Like, either make you live with grandparents or something, or they try to tell you that they're going to put you in military school.
Right. Like, that ain't going to change me. Vagina is just too delicious to quit.
See, at that time, I didn't even try it yet. Like, I didn't even know.
Really?
Yeah, like I just had a strong attraction like to women and stuff. Like I just knew.
Yeah, it'd be like that. That's how it was before, and then it kind of blew me when she started asking questions like, "Have you done anything with like how'd you know?" I was like, I was the type that did like try with guys first, and I was like, I can't. It hurts. It's nasty. No. But then whenever it was with the girl, it was just great. It was like magical unicorns and all that. Like, but like I don't know. And then she got to ask questions like, so like, what did you do? Have you like, done stuff like you a carpet muncher? And I just be like, I'm not about to have this conversation with you.
Yeah, that's what my mom asked me too. She was like, if you're gonna be a lesbian, you have to eat pussy. I was like, yeah, I know. That's like, I wanted to. Oh my gosh, I wanted to leave the room so bad. Like my parents are so religious. Like my mom was throwing holy water around my room and.
Oh, my mom ain't doing that, but
praying.
She reminds me every Sunday. God don't like this.
Yeah, and that's why I struggled with mine so long, because I was religious as well. I'm still religious, but they just made me feel like God is not gonna just accept me and he just gonna throw me straight to and then like you get older and you start to process stuff
and you realize, hey,
yeah,
God gonna accept me how I am.
Exactly.
Or else he wouldn't have made me like this. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, see, that was the difficult part for me, was like they just made me feel like I was just going straight to hell. God ain't like me no more, and he just gonna wipe me away with everybody else. Yeah, so but once you get through that part, it get a little bit easier, but you still gotta deal with family. That's still like the hardest part.
Yeah, that's the struggle, especially because I know the second my nana and my great grandma find out, one of them gonna kick the bucket, and it's gonna be and I get reminded all the time it's gonna be my fault, and I'm just like, I'll just come out after they die.
Yeah, it's hard. But see, my grandma, before she passed, she accepted me. She told me she loves me for me, and that was that.
Yeah.
So, but
that's love right there. And my papa accepted me because he was like, I ain't have no baby.
That's the only thing that is in our favor. Like, we not gonna have kids and all this other stuff. Like, that's what they think about in high school. So like the stuff my sister was like not able to do, I was able to do. Like, stay out a little bit later, hang with guys past this time, whatever.
I still can't do that.
Yeah.
I still can't do that, and I'm 20.
Yes, that's
my mom be like, who you going with? Where? Why? No. Go back to bed. And I'll be like, oh, dang, I tried.
Yeah, they can't tell me nothing now. Shoot.
Man,
now that I'm 20,
that's
they can't tell me nothing no more. I'm grown now, so it's too late.
Right.
Once you start paying bills and all that other stuff, and you in school.
I feel like it ain't gonna work until I'm out this place. Like, because even though I do pay stuff, she still be like, you still my child. And I'm like, oh, my God. I'd be like, shh, just shh. Let's all take 5. Like, let's come back later.
Yeah, parent, man, that was the hardest part right there. Like, you don't even care about everybody else. You just be caring about what they think at first, but once you get older, you just really don't care no more.
Yeah, I'm starting to get like that, and then but it kind of sucked when it first happened because my mom got mad instantly. It was like, so you've been lying to me your whole life, and I hate liars and blah, blah, blah. You could have told me. But parents don't understand how hard it is to, one, because we don't even really be knowing in the beginning, because we're just confused. Mm-hmm. And we're just like doubting ourselves, and we like not really sure at first. Like we don't know if we're just being curious or if we really do like the same sex. And it take a minute to process it yourself and accept it yourself, because you thinking, especially with the way the world is set up now, you be thinking, oh my God, I'm about to get shot, beat up. Like, it was crazy. And especially when as soon as it happened, you kicked me out. Like, you basically proved my point.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and then all the fake movies and stuff, that they didn't help at all.
No. And it cracks me up when people be on Twitter talking about all these like gay characters that come out shoving gayness down people's throats. I was like, y'all shoved the straightness down ours.
For real, it still didn't work though. It still didn't work. Right. But the thing is, like, with every situation, like, you can say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell them, but with every situation is different. Like, you don't know what the outcome is gonna be, and that's what really scared me, because like, I like knowing what the fuck is about to happen, and I didn't know what was coming for me. Like, I thought, my parents was gonna at least accept me. They might not like it, but
I thought I was gonna get killed. Actually, I thought she was gonna kill me. She was. You ever look at your parents and be like, "You about to kill me, aren't you?"
Yeah, it was shit. I'm just glad it's over with, cause. But I can
once
still.
It was like out, it was good.
I can still remember that, like the feeling, being in that room, just like looking. It was just like quiet, just quiet.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's that awkward silence. You just waiting for somebody to say something, heart beating like crazy.
Right, and then it's then your parents hit you with this. You sure?
This what you want? What do you mean? This what I want? Like, they kill me with that.
You
this what you
like,
want?
For real? And then like it was crazy. Another thing was like, cause like, my family, one, they Southern, and it's like he's Southern and religious as heck. And then like, but my uncle Bill, he was like, "That's nice. That's nice right there. That's nice." That's all he had to say.
And then they like, your parents try to slowly go ahead and tell the rest of the family, like, you know, and then when they come around and shit, everybody looking at you differently.
Right, that's the one thing that I don't understand is like when people finally figure it out, even friends, they can look at you like in a whole new world, like you walk around with a rainbow on your forehead or something. And I'm just like, I'm still me. You just know what I like to eat.
And some of them friends I had, like, they started being on some other shit, on like some flirty shit though.
Oh no, I didn't have that. I had a friend that I had to cut off because she was like, she thought that I was trying to like make her switch teams or something like that. She's like, you probably had a crush on me. You probably been had a crush on me, girl. Fact.
Yeah, everybody think that. All the straight
right,
people
I ain't attracted to everybody. I got a type.
Yeah, that should be funny though. But go ahead and shout out your all your social media.
Oh, that's too much. But I do got a YouTube channel. Me and my sister got one.
Alright,
it's just Brina in Heaven. It's like a Brina in Heaven. We just did a whisper challenge yesterday, and it's out now. The game made me feel really slow. I don't even want to play it again.
I haven't done no challenges yet. I feel like,
girl, it gives me a headache. I'll be feeling so slow and dumb. I'll be like, you know what? I lose. I quit.
So you're not gonna shout out none of your social media, Instagram, Snapchat. No, I'll put it. I like on the videos and stuff. Like when I go back and edit, I put it on there.
Alright, I got my Instagram, my Snapchat are the same thing. It's Lucille_always.
Alright, got you.
Alright.
Got you. But appreciate you chatting it up with me and telling me your situation and everything.
Girl, anytime. I have no life.
Nah, I be feeling the same way though. But
Maybe like that.
It was good talking to you though.
You too.
Hopefully in the future in another conversation we'll talk again and stuff.
Alright.
But peace.
Bye.
Alright, so that was Lucille that we just called. Mad cool. Even some cool people we called today. I'm feeling this conversation today, y'all. Like, I like this coming out. Because it's like, everybody got some different stories, you know? And it kind of makes you, like, look at everything in a different perspective. You know what? This making me think. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this movie. It was about the Brandon Tina story. This is a transgender movie, but still it helps in a way. If you got Netflix, you can look it up on there. The film is called Boys Don't Cry. I'm gonna make sure I'll put it below. But it's a really dope film. Even though the Brandon Tina story was about them being transgender and stuff, I don't know why, but it's still somehow related to me in a way. I feel like just the story behind itself and the trials and tribulations, even though it ended sadly, but it still is a good movie to watch, and kind of like, it's based off of a true story, and it's really informative because it kind of like, you wouldn't think that these things happen in the world, but they really do. It kind of makes you look at the world in a cautious way. So for a lot of you guys who are just coming out and things like that, it's a really, 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 really good Really good story. So make sure you guys go check that out. But I think we're gonna get into one more caller. So let me go back and see who else I need to call.
Hello?
Hey, what's good? This Mills.
What's up?
What's good? What's your name?
T?
T?
Yeah, what's up?
So we how old are you?
23?
23. Oh, you older than me. But so today we talking about like coming out stories and everything, and earlier I kind of went over mine, and some of the other callers that I called, we kind of discussed their situations and things like that. So what input did you want to add on to the coming out segment?
Like, what did y'all, like, already go over, like?
So I went over like I actually told my actual coming out story at the beginning of the episode, and then the last caller, she kind of told me her situation and what happened when she came out, and so we just been kind of just talking about it and talking about the situations, and you know how everybody's differs.
Okay, I mean, I can tell you my story exactly, like, what happened, because I know everything.
Okay.
Like, it happened yesterday. Alright, so you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so it was one day, me and my ex, we was just chilling in a room or whatever, and, you know, at that point in time, I was living with my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like we had got into it about a situation, and everything, like, really just got out of hands, and we got loud. It was some cursing going on. My grandma come to the door. She banged on the door like, "What's going on?" So at that point in time, she really didn't know I was gay. You know, she thought she was my friend. So we getting all loud. She knocked on the door. She, "What's going on?" I'm, "Grandma, put her ass out." She like, "What's going on?" So I'm like, "Nothing. Just put her ass out. She getting on my nerves or whatever." So we walking outside, and next thing I know, her father, the girl that I was supposed to be messing with, her father shows up at the door. So the whole time she had been called him for him to come pick her up. So he at the door, he all religious and everything. He go to church, and he's telling, like, my grandfather, like, "Yeah, she's gay, and I know they've been messing around." And he bring out a Bible and try to tell them, like, "Yeah, this is wrong, and y'all should start going to church," and
Wow.
everything. And yeah, it was crazy. It was like really crazy. And my grandfather basically told him, like, "You can't tell me anything that I don't know about my granddaughter." So at that point, you know, everybody is arguing and trying to get him off the porch and trying to basically calm down the situation. But, you know, he like steady going on about the situation and how everybody should get into church and how it was a sin and how everybody was going to go to hell and he should put me out. There was just a lot going on at that point in time. It was a lot. So basically they found out by him telling them. You know,
Wow.
I've never really got a chance to tell him myself.
Yeah.
But he already knew, so.
Wow.
It was crazy. Found out by me and my ex getting into it.
See, and I know that's probably hard because you didn't even get time to just get it off your chest and out your mouth and to the both of them, but
Right.
somebody else already did it for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough.
So, yeah, it sucks, but at the end of the day, I felt like my grandparents, well, they did already know, so it was not a big deal for me, but it was a big deal that he actually came to my house and actually, like, told them my business, so.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on that night.
And if you don't mind me asking, are you a stud or are you like a femme still? Like,
I mean, I'm me. I don't put
Yeah.
myself in a category, so.
but like, are you more masculine? Are you more, you know what I mean? Like, cause for me, I know I'm a little bit
I'm
more masculine.
Like, I don't dress feminine or anything, so. I mean, you can look at me as a stud, so.
So when you came out, did they like know, like, from the way you started dressing and stuff like that? Because that's how they kind of knew with me. I kind of started dressing more of the baggy clothes and things like that.
I think they started to know when I started inviting like more females over and started asking like, can they spend the night? You know?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it was never like, can a male spend the night or can a male come over? It's just like basically all females.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's how they really knew. Like I was dressing like this for a minute because I played basketball since I was like 3, so they didn't really think of it as I'm dressing like a boy.
Yeah, that's the same for me. But see, like usually I don't, you know, like the track pants and the track like the suits you would get for like each year before you play ball and everything. Yeah, I would usually wear it during like, you know, the game days and stuff like that. But once it started becoming like a everyday type of thing, that's when they knew, you know, something was kind of up.
Oh, so it came to you?
Yeah, see, I got in trouble because, you know, I was out here worrying about females, so my grades slipped. And, you know, I always, like, have behavioral problems. So I was acting out in class and stuff. So my teacher called home that day or whatever. So they took my phone that day. And I guess they went through it, you know, and saw some stuff that they didn't like. And it's crazy because I had that girl's, like, the first like girl I ever talked to, I had her number like saved under her actual name. But before, I used to like put it under as a different name so that they wouldn't know who it was. But you know, since I was doing better in school and everything was going good, I just started putting her name in the phone. Man, and of course that day they wanted to take it, and that's how they found out. And I still lied that day.
That's how my coach found out. My coach found out because I got in trouble in school. He took my phone and he started going through it, and he's like, "Oh, you like females now?" This when I was like in grammar school. He took it, went through it, and the whole basketball team found out.
Man, they tried to, my basketball team tried to tell me that I was gay though. That's the crazy part about it. And I kept denying it to all of them. Like I denied. Like I was denying everybody.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, that's basically how it happened. You start denying it, and shit, at one point in your life, you just like, okay.
Yeah, you just get tired of just not being able to talk about it or keeping everything inside, and it just becomes too much. All the lying, the deceiving, it becomes too much. That's how I don't see how people cheat for years. Like, golly, that shit. I mean, it ain't really, no.
When that happened, like after my grandfather found out, I just didn't care who found out. Because it was like, those were the most important people that I didn't want to find out. And they found out, it's like, shit, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah. See, though, like when you could tell your parents and get that part out the way, it's like everything else becomes a little bit easier. Like, because those are the main people in your life. You know, your grandparents, parents, you know, sisters, brothers. You know, once you tell them, it's like the first step. And then everything else, it get a little bit easier after that. Because I ain't really care with my friend. Well, some of them I did, but not really. But I really care about my parents, you know, because, you know, they saying, you know, it's a disappointment and all of this and letdown and stuff like that.
Yeah, then they get to talking about sins and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yes, sin. And it's like everything else is a sin too. So why is this sin so harmful? Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand that.
And that's what I don't like about everybody's coming out story, because it's like 85% of people's coming out stories, their parents try to bash religion into their heads, which is just wrong. Because not one of them can make that call.
I'm pretty sure you had sex before you got married.
Exactly. And the thing is, they can't even, they're not God. They can't speak on that call. You can't tell me I'm going to go to hell. Like, that's not for you to decide. But,
right.
you
Love
know.
is love. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, I'll go to church. Don't get me wrong. I believe in God and everything. But it's just some churches, like I just moved out here to Indianapolis, and it's like this one church I went to, just sitting there, and the pastor, he gets to talking about gay people, and I just felt like he was talking directly to me.
Yeah.
Because I was the only gay person that I know that was in that church.
Yep.
So I'm like, damn, like.
And I felt that when I went past. Yeah. But once you find that right church, like the one I go to, you know, don't nobody be staring, you know, nobody. And I actually got baptized. That's the thing. I went back and I got baptized at this church. once I, kind of found myself and I started, going back into my religion and everything. I got baptized at this church, and everything just kind of started to fall into place after that, really. So especially religion.
Where are you from?
Like originally, because I'm originally from Akron, Ohio, but I live in Georgia.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to move out there, but it was like I couldn't find a job out there. I wanted to like move into a house out there, but I really didn't have enough time to like look into everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of people coming here. Like, it's a lot. Traffic out here is terrible. You sit in traffic to get somewhere, like, if I'm trying to go like 25, 30 minutes away, it'll take me about an hour and a half.
Yeah, because I'm from Chicago, so I know how traffic is.
Yeah, it's just getting worse because it's just like, especially after the whole Texas thing, all those people moved here, then the thing with Florida down there, everybody moved here. It's just kind of like the safe zone for everybody. So it's kind of like everybody just keep on coming. And, it's like the second New York Mecca, so everybody who tired of the cold and want a little bit warmness up north in New York coming down here to Atlanta. So it's just like everybody coming.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I mean, I really like need to move somewhere like where it don't get like as cold as Chicago. Because with me, I got asthma. I'm trying to move somewhere where it's warm. Cause when the weather switch up, it's like my asthma get bad. So
well, shoot.
I'm just trying to find somewhere where I can settle down.
Yeah, see, that's where. And at this point, I just got out of a bad relationship, so I'm just trying to chill for a little bit, but I think I'm gonna move from Atlanta. I'm just tired of the hustle and bustle.
What? I was thinking about Cali.
Yeah, I would like to, but it's just so dang expensive right now. It is hella expensive. You gotta have you a good ass job.
It's like you gotta have money to move out there.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna be making no good money till I get a couple years in the door with this tech stuff, so I won't be able to move to Cali for a little while.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into like the photography business.
That's what's
I've
up.
been trying to get into that for like 2 years now. I'm about to start school next month on the 8th.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, shoot, when you start, and if you come out to the A, let me know. I tell all photographers that. Yeah.
If you ever go on my page, I mean, I take pretty good pictures, but I'm trying to get into filming too. Just trying to get into everything right about now, so I can see what's good for me.
Yeah, I always like hooking up with people who doing the film, photography, music, all that, especially out here, because it's a lot of talented people, and it goes unnoticed. So.
Yeah, especially in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, everybody on their grind out here. I give them that. Everybody is on their grind. But I'm about to.
I want to move back to Chicago, but it's just too much.
I've never been yet. That's one place I do have to go. I ain't been to Chicago.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if you go, I'm gonna say either go downtown. Go downtown first, because the other side, like the west side, the north side, south side, bad areas. If you're really trying to get to know Chicago, go downtown first.
Yeah, I need to make a little trip there. Chicago. I need to go back to New York. I want to go back to a couple places up north. That cause I went when I was younger, but I don't remember none of that. So I'm gonna go back, visit a couple places. But appreciate you telling us your story, man, and talking with us today. You want to shout out your social medias?
Well, Douglas T, that's my Instagram. You can follow me on Snapchat at T0803. Check me out.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna tag it on the video. I'm gonna send it to you, the link and everything once I finish editing it. I'm gonna send it to everybody I talked to today first. But I appreciate you telling us your story, and you never know, it might be somebody out there that needed to hear it. So I always like to let everybody tell their own stories and, the situations that they've been through.
That's how it to you, man. Be safe out here. I hope your career goes as far as you want it to go.
Thanks, man. You too, man.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. All right, that was the last caller for today. I think the next segment I'm gonna bring my sister on, and we're gonna do probably a little talk about I want to say family and relationships. I think drop some comments below and let me know what y'all want to hear. But I am gonna bring my sister on for the next episode because she just want to be all up in everything. But I'm gonna bring her on for the next episode. We're gonna talk about some stuff. So below, let me know what else you guys want to talk about, like what topics y'all want to talk about, and we can get more callers in here and let everybody talk about their own stories. And if it's a story that you want to talk about, comment below, and maybe we'll just have a whole episode of just me and you talking and conversing. Also, if you do live in Atlanta, make sure that you hit me up, because I am looking for other hosts to come on the show and discuss things with me. So make sure that you guys comment on there. And we're also looking for upcoming talent for my other TV show called Untamed TV. We are looking for underground artists, anybody, not just artists, MUAs, producers, photographers, managers, whomever, you know. We're just looking for people who are talented and want to tell their stories and how they're making it and what they're doing, and the positivity in their movement. So make sure you guys look below for the link for those episodes as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content that I gave today, and maybe my story or any of the 3 people that I called today, maybe any of their situations helped you as well. But I hope you guys are enjoying 2018 so far, staying positive like I said last time, and I hope everybody has a blessed one. Alright, peace.
Longevity, don't settle for less or for infidelity. Niggas ain't built like me. He came back and pipe and leave that pussy killed like me, or even keep the business behind his hips like me. I got 100 fucking problems. Good brain, I'm a fucking with a scholar. Wood grain, I'ma grip it when I whip it. If I take a shot and brick it, I'ma flip it. Thankful for my papa, nigga taught me how to get it. Gotta